Well, this should be a most interesting danger zone. You know, when I had to go out and buy pro wrestling this week, I had to liquidate all the assets of the Dangerous Alliance. The first thing I did with all the money was contact Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. The second thing I did was decide to reunite the Midnight Express. And, of course, the third thing I did is happening right now is that I contacted my old friend, my good buddy, a man that I made wrestling history with, the universal heartthrob, the greatest athlete to ever wrestle in the United States. I'm talking about Austin Idol. And Heartthrob, I know you were a little slighted when I had to liquidate the assets, but right now, in front of all these people and in front of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, now you know Hot Stuff, my new pride and joy, my #1 boy, and I talked it over with Eddie, and I said, Eddie, I know I gave you $625,000, but we need Idol back, because sometimes we have a problem that you and I just may not want to take care of, and you know, we took care of a lot of problems together, Heartthrob, so I tell you what, right here is exactly what we went over before. That's the same type of contract I offered you in the past. And I tell you what, Heartthrob, I got it here somewhere. Just to keep you on retainer, just to make sure that if Hot Stuff and I have a problem, that you're there to take care of it. It's not 10, it's not 20, it's $50,000 to keep you on retainer for the Dangerous Alliance, because you are the greatest problem solver that we know.
You ain't looking for a hitman, you're looking for a sucker, and it looks like you found one, Jack. Take your money out here.
Hit him, take your phone and hit him! Hit him! Hit him now, hit him! No, Eddie. He's holding out for more money. He wants $100,000, not 50. He wants he'll come around. Austin always wants more money. We'll be back next week. He just wants more money. It's okay. It's okay, Eddie. Eddie, it's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Continental Championship Wrestling.
All right, back again. Continental Television Wrestling Federation on the air, and with me, Missy Hyatt, and along with Missy, our general manager, Jack Curtis. A couple of things, Jack, on the first of today's program we want to discuss, and that is the same situation with, we've been talking about the road to Birmingham for a long time, and are we still on the road to Birmingham?
Well, of course, I think some of the most exciting news we've had is the upcoming CWF tournament, and it seems like that we've had such tremendous inquiries from around the world with the wrestlers and everything that we might need to stretch that out. I had already announced that we were going to be in Battle on the 29th of May and finish it up there. But this thing is getting so much publicity and there's so many phone calls. I've decided that it's still open, that I've really not made up my mind if it's going to be in Birmingham or not.
So the road could lead numerous places over the next couple of weeks.
Well, some of the inquiries that I'm getting from some of the buildings, they're really interested in. Seems like it might be a better place to be. So I'm not closing the door. I'm not going to say that's when it's going to be. Plus, there's going to be so many matches, I don't know if we can get it completed by that time. So.
But one thing for sure, on the night it takes place, it'll be a big one. 10 people will go into the finals of the Continental Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Recently, we've had to deal with a lot of violence on the program, and we've had a lot of inquiries about that. And recently, what happened with Tom Pritchard and the Dirty White Boy, I'm sure you have been taking plenty of headache medication recently.
Well, Charlie, you know that it seems like I've had to make a lot of decisions since I've been here. And I'm not a TV buff. I don't really care about being out here on television. I have a lot of things to do at the office, and a lot of other things that are just as important. But I've been put into a position to have to make some decisions. Number one, suspending Robert Fuller for what he did. And then there was the situation where Tom brought a 2x4 in the ring. And before that could get settled, Pritchard and Dirty White Boy got into another altercation, and a rope was used around Tom's neck. So, you know, it's just kind of gotten out of hand with those two guys, and it really bothers me that they have gone like that. And I felt like there was something I needed to do, but I talk to fans in the arenas every night. My mail has been heavy, and I can't say it's 100%, but it's been over 90% in favor of just letting the two guys fight. Just let them have it out and let them go after it. So since this is for the fans, and this is what they want, I think this probably is what we ought to do. Just let them fight.
All right. There you hear the words of our general manager, Jack Curtis. Let them fight it out. And what else can you do in this situation? Thank you for coming out, Jack, and being with us. We've got a great lineup of wrestling today. And, Missy, last week we promised we ran out of time. The Continental Tag Title match was in the ring. Southern Boys with going up against the DI and the Mississippi Hoodoo Man. So.
I know. I can't wait for the people to see the ending of that match.
Well, let's do that right now. Let's see the ending of the match between the Mississippi Hoodoo Man, the DI, and the Southern Boys. Sort of power of persuasion over individuals, as in last week we saw him.
I don't know how he got this young, Mark Pyle. I don't know what he has done to him.
It was Mark Young, and the DI today informs us that his name is Pyle. And the tag is made with Steve Armstrong. He comes in firing away at the Mississippi Hoodoo Man. Then again at the DI, Bob Carter. All four men have made their way into the ring. Continental Wrestling Federation action, hot and heavy in this one.
And it doesn't get any exciting than this. Look at this, what they're about to do.
Beautiful move
Right.
by the Continental Tag Team Champions.
And they just cleared the ring.
Look at this.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
What?
I can't believe it.
I don't understand it, but I thought that was great.
I don't believe it. I can't understand it either.
I have never seen that happen. A drop kick off the top rope like that before.
They are fantastic. They're the Continental Tag Team Champions. They are Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong, better known as the Southern Boys.
The Continental Wrestling Federation presents the Road to Birmingham Tour, coming to your area soon. Beginning Tuesday, May 31st in Moulton, Alabama at the Lawrence County Coliseum at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 2nd in Colford, Georgia at the Miller County High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Saturday, June 4th in New Brockton, Alabama at the Farm Center at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 7th in Tuscaloosa at the McDonald Hughes Community Center at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 9th in Freeport, Florida at the High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Friday, June 10th in Marianna, Florida at the National Guard Armory at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 14th in Jefferson at the Central Alabama Music Park at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 16th at Carbon Hill, Alabama in the Junior High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 21st in Kellyton, Alabama at the High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, June 22nd in Panama City at the Marina Civic Center at 8 o'clock. And Thursday, June 23rd in Ozark, Alabama at the Civic Center at 8 o'clock.
I'd like to welcome out to ringside on the Continental Wrestling Federation program today, Nightmare Danny Davis. And just not too long ago, you came out and unannounced, and we did not know the severity of one fight that was going on in the back. And since we couldn't see and the people couldn't see, you're the one that came down for help. What was going on between us?
Well, first of all, I'd like to apologize to you and to Tracy and Steve and Shane Douglas for interrupting their interview. But, you know, Tom Pritchard is a good friend of mine as well as theirs. And, you know, there's bad blood going on between Dirty White Boy and Tom Pritchard. It's been real bad. Well, as Tom got finished with his match, he was back in the hallway, and he looked up, and he saw Dirty White Boy walking by. And immediately, those two locked horns. And as much fighting as they've done, I knew that there wasn't nothing I could do, so I had to come out here and get some help. And the only people that were here were Tracy, Steve, and Shane. So that's why I come out and got them. And what happened was they fought outside tooth and nail, and, you know, the referee, we decided we were going to break them up. But, hey, those guys have been fighting each other so much, we just said, what the heck? Let them go at it. If they want to kill one another, fine, get it over with, you know, because enough is enough. And what happened out there was, if anybody didn't see it, was Dirty White Boy got his hands on a beer bottle and broke it over Tom's head.
I'll tell you what, let's do, Danny. Let's go back and take a look at that VTR and see exactly what happened in the parking lot of Houston County Farm Center with the Dirty White Boy and Dr. Tom Pritchard.
And, brother, it's all heating up around here. CWF, Continental Wrestling.
Hey,
Shane Douglas.
I know this is TV, but, hey, look, Tom is in trouble. They're back here in the back fight. We need to help Tom.
What is going on? I don't know, Danny Davis is coming out. I don't know. Maybe we can get a camera toward the back and see a little bit about what is happening there. I don't know. that they're in the back. They're in the hallway back there somewhere. It's out. I can't see exactly what is taking place. Oh my goodness! It's Pritchard and the White Boy again. Did they?
I think that Dirty White Boy was supposed to be here at TV when Tom.
Well, they're not supposed to be out on the set or in the ring at the same time while TV is going on. This is taking place outside the great. It could. Just an all-out brawl. Their camera person doing an excellent job of bringing this to us.
This fighting is uncontrollable. It seems that there's nothing anybody can do. Oh, no. What? You couldn't even know the bottle. Oh, my God.
What? What?
Oh, my God. I think he's
never
bleeding. They need to do something.
I don't know what in the world. This is unbelievable. I guess it all started back in the dressing room area, Missy.
They just have to keep them two guys apart because they just can't have this going on everywhere like this.
Somebody please call an ambulance. We need an ambulance here at the Houston County Farm Center. If someone can get to a phone. They're asking for an ambulance.
I have been checking to see if he's still breathing.
I tell you, this is, I have never in my life, they are not supposed to be on television. You're right about that. Danny Davis came down in the middle of that interview. The bottle was just out in the back of the building, and the White Boy picked that up. There were some cans and bottles around. Did you see it?
I have never seen so much brutality before like that. That's just unnecessary. I mean, when professional wrestling goes this far that they have to start fighting out in the parking lot from the dressing room, then that means there's a serious battle going on here. His eye could be messed up. They're trying to get glass out of his eye right now.
He seems to be unconscious at this time. Hopefully, they have called. We're getting the cue that they have called for some medical assistance, and Danny Davis, Shane Douglas, the Southern Boys, and others over working with Dr. Tom Pritchard. This is just...
well, I'm sure he's going to need a doctor after this.
I tell you, Jack Curtis, I believe, has made his way out to see what's happening, and hopefully we can get him some help in a hurry. Shane Douglas, I don't know. I was scheduled to do an interview. I can't believe that.
Well, you know, first they've had to handcuff him. They dragged him down to ringside, and they hung him. Now this.
And
the fighting has just gone too far beyond what professional wrestling is. It's supposed to be a sport, and they're taking this, it's just personal. It's gone down to a personal issue. I don't know if it's mystic. I don't know what the situation is, why it's gotten so personal. But this is a fight. It's not a wrestling match anymore. This is a fight.
And
I mean, when you start bringing bottles...
They have a towel up under his head. They're trying to... They're trying to get some kind of sign from Pritchard. I can't really tell what all is going on out there. They're looking for... There's glass. You can see that.
Yeah.
You see glass all in his hair. This is just disgusting. The dirty white boy, I don't know what should happen in a situation like this. I've never seen anything quite like this. We're waiting for an ambulance to arrive and assist Dr. Tom Pritchard in the back. We want you to know certainly what our delay is. And I believe the ambulance is arriving right now. And they do have a couple of paramedics that are attending to Dr. Tom Pritchard right now. They're trying to, a large group of cars out in the parking lot. I think they're finding it a little hard to find a place to get the ambulance in is what the problem is here. They are really working with Pritchard, checking him over very good, the paramedics are. And this all started.
At least he's moving a little bit.
Yeah. I'm hoping that is Tom moving on his own and not the paramedics doing the moving for him. But they are attending to Dr. Tom Pritchard. And this very disgusting situation that broke out when all we're doing still, ladies and gentlemen, speculating, the dirty white boy was waiting in the back hallway for Pritchard. When he exited the ring after that victory just moments ago, the fight ended up going out the back door, and they tried to break it up. They got down on the ground, and from the side of the building, I think maybe Dirty White Boy saw he was not making any progress, and he used what he could find, and that is no excuse for anything like this happening in professional wrestling.
I know, but besides the glass, you have to consider the severe blow to his head.
Exactly. Exactly. The glass, of course, capable of lacerating Pritchard severely, but I would be more concerned, like you said, about the initial blow to the head and the concussion that could come from that.
Well, I'm gonna go and try to see if I can find out anything back there, Charlie.
I would appreciate that. And Missy Hyatt going to the back to see if she can find out a little more of what is happening in the back. They're checking his blood pressure now. General Manager Jack Curtis, there you can see him in the background in the red coat, and I've never seen a look of disgust in that manner on his face. Just what all has taken place in the recent weeks between Dr. Tom Pritchard and the Dirty White Boy. Here it ends up in a parking lot in the arena building at the Houston County Farm Center in Dothan, Alabama. And we do have paramedics out attending to Pritchard now. Hopefully, there are no serious injuries out of this. I certainly hope so. But you saw basically what took place just moments ago. A lot of people out there, emotions are running very high and very intense. There you see Danny Davis seems to be very upset about this situation, and rightfully so. They're putting a collar around the neck of Pritchard. Did you find out anything? Can you even get out there?
I couldn't even get out.
I didn't. So after you left, I thought, well, I did not. I'm trying to watch this monitor. I did not look and see the wall of people at the back of the Houston County Farm Center building. All right, the paramedics are here. They are attending to Pritchard. And hopefully our good friend will be okay. If ever there was a great competitor who has been through just any and everything you can imagine, it's Pritchard, and he always bounces back. But after seeing that bottle going up against his head, Missy, that just sends chills all over me, because, as you said, the concussion could be the most serious out of the situation. Nobody knows.
I know, it just came from out of nowhere.
And they will have to certainly check him over real well. They have, fortunately, we are in Dothan, Alabama, and they do have 2 excellent medical facilities in this town. 2 excellent medical facilities, and they'll take care of Tom Pritchard, I guarantee you that. The paramedics are here. Hopefully, in the next few minutes, we can get somebody out here that can tell us what did take place in the back, because it was a quick, it unfolded so quick I couldn't even think. And I'm still sitting here not knowing what to say about this situation. You want to, first of all, say, I guess, say how disgusted you would be, feelings are going to be now, at the Dirty White Boy, and how sick this whole situation is between he and Tom Pritchard.
I just don't understand how it has gotten this far, how it has gotten this out of hand.
I don't either, but they have had some sure enough battles here in recent weeks, and to do something that it takes really a demented mind to wait on someone and attack, probably, I don't know how it happened, probably attack from behind, knowing the Dirty White Boy. And here, I guess, I sound like an editorial against him, but this is a...
Well, anybody that would handcuff someone and drag them to the ring and try to hang them, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to sneak up from behind.
Right. I tell you what, it looks like they do have things under control. And Dr. Tom Pritchard is being loaded on the stretcher now, carried to one of our 2 medical facilities here in Dothan, Alabama. And hopefully everything's going to be all right. And we'll have an update on this a little later in today's program. The Continental Wrestling Federation will continue in just a moment. And it's a disgusting situation.
I'll tell you, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I've been in this profession for 9 years. I know Missy Hyatt's been in it a long time, and I'm sure she hadn't seen anything quite despicable as this. And, all I can say is, Dirty White Boy, one day you're going to get yours, brother, because Tom Pritchard's going to come back, and I wouldn't be you for $1 million.
Thank you for coming out, Danny. We appreciate it, and appreciate you updating us on time and everything, and hopefully everything will be okay. I tell you what, we got a lot of great action to come right now. Let's take this break. Don't miss a great lineup of Continental Wrestling Federation in Columbus, Mississippi on Friday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock at the Lavender Coliseum. The war continues. First blood match. Mystic will be barred from the building as the Dr. Tom Pritchard takes on the Dirty White Boy. Continental Wrestling Federation tag title match. The Southern Boys, Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong, defend against Lord Humongous and Detroit Demolition. $10,000 Golden Challenge match. Danny Davis goes after Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, managed by Paul E. Dangerously. Willie B. Hurt will take on the DI. U.S. Junior Heavyweight title at stake as Ken Wayne defends against Private Pyle. Plus, Rikki Nelson takes on Alan Martin. Don't miss it. A great lineup of the Continental Wrestling Federation coming Friday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock to the Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. Headlined by that special first blood match, the Dr. Tom Pritchard against the Dirty White Boy. An all-star lineup of Continental Championship Wrestling. Continental Wrestling Federation will be in Columbus, Mississippi on June 3rd, Friday night. And special rules. The Dirty White Boy will take on Dr. Tom Pritchard. First of all, Mystic is barred from the building, and it'll be first blood rules.
First blood rules, and that little girl's not going to be there to see any of the action. Continental Wrestling Federation has said Mystic is barred from the Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi, and first blood rules prevail. That means the first man to get any kind of blood anywhere on his body, man. That means a nosebleed. That means you get cut on your elbow. But that means I pop you in the eye, man, and bleed you all over that ring. I'm the winner. And Mystic doesn't have any say so in it this time, pal.
Okay, Nightmare Danny Davis joining us. $10,000 Golden Challenge, the hot stuff.
$10,000 from the hot stuff, Eddie Gilbert. You know, nothing's going to please me more than to win that $10,000 in my town, Columbus, Mississippi. I call it my town because I've got 1,000 wrestling fans there who cheer for me every time I come out. Now, Gilbert, you know, your manager, Paul E. Anderson, might come out and run the people down. Well, let me tell you something. I don't appreciate that because those are my people. Columbus, Mississippi is like a second home to me, and every time I go there, I get a warm welcome. So let me tell you something. You better pack yourself up good and strong, baby, because I'm going to be ready. If we have to go all night long, bring your lunch because I'm going to get that $10,000 for my fans.
And Willie B. Hurt will be making an appearance in Columbus, Mississippi. D.I. is your opponent.
You know, I'm very pleased to be coming to Columbus, Mississippi. A lot of those wrestling fans know me and know. The first thing they know that I can get down. Oh, yes, I can get down. And take care of business. D.I. Rob Carter, you called my name and you called it too long. Because I'm coming at you with all barrels loaded. From now on, you're going to find out why they call me. Will he be hurt or will it be hurt? It don't matter to me. But I'm going to let you know I'm coming after you. Yeah, talking to you, D.I. Rob Carter.
Coming to the ring now. Lord Humongous with his partner, Detroit Demolition. And they're accompanied at that ringside by, well, a lady behind me said it well. She said Weasel. We know him as Downtown Bruno.
Yeah, but I think he's a smart weasel. He keeps those very big men around him.
Shane Douglas and Rikki Nelson moving out against Lord Humongous and Detroit Demolition.
Now, who is down here with Downtown Bruno?
Well, that is our jack of all trades. I think you properly named him last week.
Oh, okay. He's the man that shaved Private Pyle, right?
He is also the man who has tried to be referee of recent and has wrestled all over the country, and I don't really think he's made a career decision yet.
I guess not.
What he wants to be.
Next, he'll be putting on a skirt and trying to be a valet, or even trying to be your next co-host.
Not hardly. I hope not.
I tell you what, this Demolition.
Tonight's match is coming from
Lord Humongous. I'm sorry. They are two awesome men. They're two awesome men. And I hope Rikki Nelson and Shane Douglas didn't get in over their heads by trying to go up against two tough guys like this.
Exactly. Still puzzling to me the situation with Shane Douglas and the Lord Humongous last week.
I know. Do you understand that? What happened?
No, and I think I might understand it better when a tag is made. I really don't understand what all transpired in that little deal. Neither did Bruno.
I know. I mean, what does he see in Shane? I mean, I guess maybe we'll find out right now.
Let's see. What will the Humongous looking around like, wait a minute.
I tell you what, Shane has a very impressive background. He is, I mean, Rookie of the Year. He's got so many credentials, and he is going to be, he's the next superstar in wrestling today, Shane is. And I just don't understand that. What, maybe Demolition senses something. I mean, Humongous, I'm sorry.
And I think Shane Douglas, I was just watching him when he made the tag with Detroit Demolition. He acted like, well, what is with this guy? And as in last week, he could not seem to grasp what was going on with Humongous coming out and obviously stepping in between Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Paul E. Dangerously.
Yes. Now, did you see that great maneuver? Could this be a 1, 2, 3? No.
It was a 1, and Detroit Demolition certainly powered out of that one. Arm drag and twist on Detroit Demolition by Shane Douglas. Tags in Rikki Nelson, wrestling out of the state of Mississippi. Little shortcut, pull the hair. Into that turnbuckle goes Rikki Nelson.
Maybe we can find out sometime. I mean, can you talk to Lord Humongous?
I have never talked to a man.
Gosh. Well, maybe something will happen that we can find out. What is this between Lord Humongous and Shane Douglas?
Good power
That was
slam.
great.
325 pounds crashing down.
I don't think I've ever seen a power slam. That's just crazy. That's strong.
Rikki Nelson, Missy, is all but out. Knee drop by Detroit Demolition there. What action we're seeing here at the Houston County Farm Center. Wait a minute.
Now they're all four in the ring. What is this? And, well, I guess Demolition just threw Shane out.
Good suplex by Lord Humongous, but there again, Missy, we see a situation where Humongous did not fight back.
I know. I just don't understand it. Look at this. For such a big, strong man, he's just throwing Rikki Nelson around. What is going on outside? What is this? I think, did Humongous stop Demolition from throwing him into the post?
Looks that way.
Now, who's the legal man in the ring?
I don't know. I was like you, busy watching what was transpiring out of the ring. I don't know if he made a tag. He might have made a tag.
Well, there's a 1, 2, 3, and Rikki. Well,
your winner of the match is Detroit Demolition and the Lord Humongous. Detroit Demolition and Lord Humongous are winners of this event against Shane Douglas and Rikki Nelson. There you see your winners. And we'll be back with more of Continental Championship Wrestling right after this. Making their way down to ringside, Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, and Paul E. Dangerously. Just a minute. What?
Well, Chuckles, it's time once again for the $10,000 challenge. And once again, some very unlucky slob right here in Dalton is going to get the chance of a lifetime. $10,000 out of the collective pocket of Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Paul E. Dangerously. Well, Hot Stuff, who's going to be the lucky one this time, huh?
Charlie, is there anybody in Dalton, Alabama in this crowd tonight that'd like to earn $10,000? Anybody? Any man in this building? Do we have the PA on here? Can they hear me? Is there anybody here that'd like to make $10,000 that can think they can beat me? Can anybody, man, beat me? You think you can? Is there any man here thinks they can beat me? Stand up! Stand up, you cowards! Let's see the real men here! Stand up! Stand up, all of you! You cowards in Dalton, Alabama! Wait a minute. Who?
That one wants it.
Right there.
I don't think he's man.
Him?
Wait, that one?
You.
Yeah, him.
You, come here.
Come on.
Come on up here. Come on up here. I found one. He's big and strong.
To my desk. Well,
He's big and strong.
okay, that's your opinion.
You gotta see what his name is. Come here.
Come here.
What is your name, sir?
First of all,
What are these? Cigarettes? Are these cigarettes? Huh? These cigarettes? Let's get rid of these cigarettes right now. Huh? You think you're a man? You really do? Yeah. Okay, that's up. What's his name? Come on.
What's your name, sir?
John Gillum. John Gillum? You think you can beat me for $10,000, do you?
Hold on.
You go ahead.
Let me just tell you something. The first thing is you got to sign a form, okay? But since we don't have the form here tonight because of all the big contracts I want you to look into that camera right now, and the only release you have to give us, because he's going to butch you up, is I will wrestle this match. God, say it into that camera right there. I don't want a lawsuit.
I will wrestle this match.
You're going to wrestle this match. I think we should get your blood tested for tobacco, but if you want to take on Hot Stuff, take him on, big boy.
Wait a minute. All right, we have the challenge has been made.
Well, Charlie, I have never seen anything like this. A $10,000 golden challenge, and they got this guy right out of the crowd.
$10,000
If he pins you.
Well, that's going to be one rich Alabama guy.
Oh, that's an interesting stipulation.
That's right, that's interesting.
He does not, hey.
He doesn't have to pin him, but this guy in the ring has to pin him. This boy's never wrestled before. He doesn't weigh probably over 100 pounds.
I know. I think there were a lot better candidates in the audience for Hot Stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look around.
Oh, no, look at that. He just knocked him down. Now, see, he's not even going to be wrestling him. He's just kicking him.
You see, Chuckles, that's what happens when you want to live dangerously with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And I tell you what, if you want the 10 grand, or any other redneck out here wants the 10 grand, come on down, brother, because we're the only men enough. We're the baddest mothers in town, Jack.
Now he's just strapping him with the belt. Now he's driving
Wait a minute. This is.
Can he be out?
This is too much.
We might need an ambulance this week. They're going to start having an ambulance out here every week for us.
That'll clear him out.
Well, I guess Austin will straighten that up.
I think he did, and we need some help to get this man out of the ring. I tell you what we're going to do. Let's take a little quick break right now, and I want to get a word. Let's see. We're getting some help out right now, and I'd like to get a word with Austin Idol, and we'll give us a break right here, Ray, if we can, and we'll come back and talk to the Universal Heartthrob.
The Continental Wrestling Federation presents the Road to Birmingham Tour, coming to your area soon. Beginning Tuesday, May 31st in Moulton, Alabama at the Lawrence County Coliseum at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 2nd in Colford, Georgia at the Miller County High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Saturday, June 4th in New Brockton, Alabama at the Farm Center at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 7th in Tuscaloosa at the McDonald Hughes Community Center at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 9th in Freeport, Florida at the High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Friday, June 10th in Marianna, Florida at the National Guard Armory at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 14th in Jefferson at the Central Alabama Music Park at 8 o'clock. Thursday, June 16th at Carbon Hill, Alabama in the Junior High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Tuesday, June 21st in Kellyton, Alabama at the High School Gym at 8 o'clock. Wednesday, June 22nd in Panama City at the Marina Civic Center at 8 o'clock. And Thursday, June 23rd in Ozark, Alabama at the Civic Center at 8 o'clock.
Continental Wrestling Federation continues now, and I'd like to talk to the man who knows probably more about Paul E. Dangerously and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert than any of us in this building tonight. That's the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Island. What's with this $10,000 challenge?
You know, let's face it, Charlie, $10,000. I mean, let's not make any mistake about this. In professional wrestling, in any kind of professional activities, any kind of professional sports, I don't care what you're doing, $10,000 is a lot of money. And I have to give this man credit. He could have weighed maybe 125, 130 pounds at the most. But nevertheless, he had enough guts. And wait a minute. He had enough guts, which tells me something, that he must have been from Alabama because he had the guts to get in there to fight for $10,000. Am I right?
What's with Hot Stuff? There were some better candidates that he could have chosen, I believe.
He had a choice. I see some dudes up there weigh 260 pounds. I'm looking at a dude right there. I'd put $10,000 of my own money on that dude right there that he would have kicked Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert's butt from one end of this ring to the other. Now I'm going to lay something on you. Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert, a big deal. He's a big deal. You can just ask him and he'll tell you. He beats up a man that weighs 120 pounds. He beats up a man that's probably never been in a street fight. He beats up a man who probably can't even spell the word fight. So that makes him a big deal. Well, I'm telling you this. You see something? I don't really brag a whole lot, Charlie. But I'll tell you one thing. I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I ain't shucking, I ain't driving. But I'll tell you what, there was many a night where I would blow $10,000 on the blackjack table, and I wouldn't bat an eye. So I'm going to issue my own little challenge. Eddie Gilbert, if you can hear me right now, I got $10,000 of my own money I'll put up right now if you want to get your booty in the ring right now, and I'll show you what a good old Alabama, a Mississippi, a Tennessee, a good old Southern whipping's all about. And I'll do it right here, and I'll do it right now, Charlie.
All right. The Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol. We'll be right back. There you see one of the finest and one of the most popular here in the Continental Wrestling area. We're talking about Nightmare Danny Davis going up against Mark Pyle. Is that right? Am I getting all that right?
That's it. Private Mark Pyle. And last week we saw him get his head shaved or cut real short.
Private
what is that? The drill
instructor.
Yeah, the drill instructor. I mean that's the way he wanted his hair done, and
well, he has
I
got a fine. I don't know what you want to call it. Nightmare Danny Davis moving out against Mark, what used to be Young, now Pyle, and he's accompanied at ringside by the B.I. Bob Carter.
I don't know what he has to brainwash a kid like that, but whatever it is, I don't want him to get around this. I want to keep my hair.
Exactly.
Well, you know, this is a Road to Birmingham match, but I don't know if we can say the Road to Birmingham anymore. We don't know if it's going to be in Birmingham or the highest bid city there is.
I tell you what we're going to do. We need to run to a break right now, and we'll come back with the conclusion of this match on Continental Wrestling Federation. Don't miss the great lineup of Continental Wrestling Federation in Columbus, Mississippi on Friday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock at the Lavender Coliseum. The war continues. First blood match. Mystic will be barred from the building as the Dr. Tom Pritchard takes on the Dirty White Boy. Continental Wrestling Federation tag title match. The Southern Boys, Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong, defend against Lord Humongous and Detroit Demolition. $10,000 Golden Challenge match. Danny Davis goes after Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, managed by Paul E. Dangerously. Willie B. Hurt will take on the DI. U.S. Junior Heavyweight title at stake as Ken Wayne defends against Private Pyle. Plus, Ricky Nelson takes on Alan Martin. Don't miss it. A great lineup of the Continental Wrestling Federation coming Friday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock to the Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. Headlined by that special first blood match, the Dr. Tom Pritchard against the Dirty White Boy. An all-star lineup of the Continental Wrestling Federation on Friday night, June 3rd, the Lavender Coliseum in Columbus, Mississippi. You'll be seeing Willie B. Hurt for his first appearance in Columbus. He'll be taking on the DI.
What kind of name is Willie B. Hurt? Good gracious almighty. Tell me about Willie B. Hurt. Let me tell you, Willie B., when you step in the ring with the DI, the most special event in the evening is me pulling the Cadillac into the parking lot. That's all I got to worry about. Willie B. Hurt. Yes, he will. And after he's hurt, I'm going to shave his head, stand him straight up, and straighten him out just like I do all the other privates in the Honor Guard. Do you understand, Charlie Platt? The Honor Guard. Willie B., come on down. You're going to be the next member.
We'll see June 3rd in Columbus, Mississippi. Paul E. Dangerously is joining us now. The $10,000 Golden Challenge will be in effect in Columbus. Nightmare Danny Davis.
Your town, huh? Huh? Columbus, Mississippi is your town, Danny Davis, huh? He comes out here, he says, oh, it's my town. I know it's your town, man. Because the last time Hot Stuff and I were there, we looked in the front row, and all we saw were Danny Davis masks. And we looked into the second row, and all we saw were Danny Davis T-shirts. And we looked into the third row, and we looked into the fourth row, and every single row we looked, we saw something about Danny Davis. We saw pictures, we saw posters, we saw hats. I even saw a pencil, some kid writing on his program, I love Danny Davis. Because it's your town. Because Columbus, Mississippi is where all your great victories took place, huh? Because it's your town. Because everybody buys these great little souvenirs to show how much they love Danny Davis. To stick them in our faces and say, see, we love him and not you. Well, you can keep the love of the people, and you can keep all the glory that you have by everybody wearing your T-shirt. But you're not getting the 50 grand from Hot Stuff, and you're not getting it from me. Danny Davis, you're going out in Columbus, Mississippi.
All right, we're back to action here at Continental Wrestling Federation live in Dothan, Alabama. And we apologize for having to take these breaks, and we're running short of time. That was because we did not have the scheduled $10,000 Golden Challenge by Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. So he has kind of thrown a wrench into our program.
I know. Well, you know what? I was really excited about that, though. I mean, they gave it a chance for somebody here in Alabama to get up and go for the $10,000. And it was his idea first, but then Osnato has to come out here and he offers it. I mean, Osnato, I think he should come up with his own challenge instead of trying to steal Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Well, it's an interesting situation. We're running short on time, so if we don't get to say goodbye a little later on, we thank you for joining us from Dothan. On behalf of Missy Hyatt, this is Charlie Platt saying we have enjoyed it, but we'll continue with this action just as long as we can. It's over. It is over. All right, we got it in.